being able to connect and interact with our staff, being able to find out what motivates them is so very, very key. My best friend and I talk about client engagement and leadership all the time. And this one particular day that we were talking on the phone, she was telling me about an interaction that she had with her boss. And during this particular week, she had been traveling with a colleague, and this colleague had said, oh, I'm on this special project, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and look at everything that I'm doing. Now, my best friend is amazing at her job, and she's a President's Award winner of her organization, and she's hearing all these different special projects that her colleague is on, and immediately her mind goes to, well, why am I not on this? Why am I not being selected for any of this? So she's embracing conflict, and she approaches her boss with it and said, hi, I'm just wanting to ask a question. How am I doing? How is my performance? And Katie's boss says to her, you're amazing. You're President's Award winner. And gave her a few more pieces of feedback to validate what great job that she does. And we've all had that moment, have we not, where our employees come to us and they say, hey, how am I doing? And that's great then, and then we just kind of scoot them off on their way. Go on back and do what you're supposed to do, right? Just continue with your job, carry on, thank you. Katie's boss stopped and she did something different that day. Katie said, thank you for the accolades, thank you for, reinforcing that I am doing a good job. And then Katie, because she embraced conflict, she got the butterflies, she wanted to take a step back. She was like, I'm good, the conflict is over. Katie tried to divert the conversation then to her schedule for the week. This is what I've got planned. These are the projects that I'm going to focus on. These are the clients that I'm hoping to approach over the next week. But Katie's boss stopped and she said, Katie, stop. Can I ask you a question, Katie? And she said, sure. And her boss said, why would you ask me that question? How many times have we as leaders within our organization, when our staff members come to us and we're big on task, we're big on productivity, and they come to us and go, I just want some quick feedback, how am I doing? Or maybe they do take up a bit more of our time and go, do you have a moment to talk because I just need to know where I'm at? And we pat them on the head and we tell them that they're doing a great job and we send them off on their way. What would it take to pause and step back and then ask ourselves that question? Why is my employee asking me this? What am I doing as a leader? See, we're always flipping it back on ourselves. What am I doing to reinforce and to motivate my team members and to let them know where they're at, how they're performing? Could you imagine if you were running a marathon? Are there any marathon runners in the room? Okay, a few of you, well, applause because you're amazing. That's some stamina. But could you imagine if you actually ran a marathon and there were no people cheering for you on the side of the road? I mean, at what mile marker would you hit where you'd be like, there's nobody cheering, I think I'm just gonna go home. We need that. Those people on the sidelines cheering us on, if you've ever been those individuals, they are the momentum that keeps us going. That's why when we look at appreciation amongst our teams, we have to constantly give it. Appreciation is like food and water. We crave it and we need it. We thrive on it. But here's the caveat. Do we give it? Are we giving the appreciation that our teams need to keep them motivated and to keep going? Because projects take time, do they not? If we only gave an accolade at the end of a project, we might lose the momentum along the way to complete it. So finding ways to consistently connect with our teams and being able to give them just that touch base. Hey, thank you for being here. Thank you for what you're doing. I really liked what it took for you to approach this element of the project. I love your tenacity. I love your focus. What does it take? And ask yourself and then tell your teams that. Show them that appreciation because a lot of times that is the momentum that they're going to need to move them forward.